Hi, we're back. Howie here from Howie's Late Night Rush. My favorite part of the show, outside of leaving, is the segment where I have the comedians on. This is the first, though. This is the first time in the history of Howie's Late Night Rush, other than having Charlie Fleischer on, I've had only one comic, Michael Pace. Pace?
What's up, my brothers?
Hey, how are you, man?
How you doing, man?
Good to see you.
I always wanted to wear the sunglasses and talk about myself in the third person.
Well, one of the reasons I want to talk about you and your third person is you just returned from doing the same tour that I did last year in the Middle East.
You know, Michael Pace doesn't like to talk about himself that much, but I'm just kidding. Yeah, it was the most rewarding experience of my life. It was an honor and a privilege to be there. And since then, I've grown this little bit of beard right here.
Is that what that is?
Because I want to look like Burl Ives from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Have a holly jolly Christmas.
Obviously, the effects of the Middle East, the sun. Although when you were over there, it wasn't hot. Wait till you go over there in July.
Oh, dude, I can't even imagine. I mean, the hardest part of the whole thing is staying hydrated, and then every time, and you got to time your urination frequency because if you're on a Blackhawk, you can't pee. And then at the end of the day, after 4 shows, jumping in and out of Blackhawks, you finally fall asleep, and you're like, oh. And then you got to walk like a mile to go pee. It's a night. I never appreciated my bathroom so much.
Yeah, I was just going to say the first thing when I was at the McDonald's there, it's all written in Arabic. They had they wouldn't give you ice. Remember, you just got the 2 cans of soda.
But the troops are awesome. We are so lucky to have them. They are the greatest people. None of us will ever be as good as them because we haven't done what they've done.
No, I totally agree. I totally agree. And what was the reason for you wanting to go back again? Was it just because it was such rewarding the first time? Because it took me a couple of months.
I would go back I would go back every month because I loved it. Yeah,
wow.
Everybody's great there. I dig it. I love the danger. I love everything about it. The troops. I have a 20-year-old son, so looking at the troops is like looking at my son, and it really it gives me a sense of purpose. And you felt the same thing when you were over there. And I don't have time to think, which is always good for me. Otherwise,
the cool thing was getting emails.
Yeah, emails.
Emails from the soldiers.
Yeah.
And this last Christmas, we had a lady in the front row. And I talked to her after. She goes, I remember you at the show you guys did in Baghdad at Camp Liberty.
Oh, wow.
And I said, you know what, you're getting everything comped, whatever I can do.
Right.
And then she had to go back like January 3rd.
Well, we were up north on the second trip, and it's hairy up there, but we took a little, but we're literally going over this, and I see this guy in the middle of nowhere. I mean, there's not a town anywhere, and he's like a nomad or whatever. And I'm like, I would love to go down and talk to that guy. He's never seen an iPod. He's never seen MTV. I would just like to see, do an EKG, work up on him, see how stress-free his life is. That he's never, he'll probably live forever, unless he gets shot. What are you gonna do? It's funny because you do get kind of a. Yeah. You get a real fatalist attitude.
No, it's weird. And you've already had that attitude before you left.
Before I left? In this business? What, are you kidding me?
It's so secure.
Yeah.
But we're going to go over to Afghanistan. Definitely. We decided that earlier today.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I want to go over there.
With you. Yeah. Because I heard it's even more harrowing. And you do shows in caves.
Awesome.
It'd be great.
Yeah. I've done that room.
Yeah. What a hell gig.
Yeah. I was like being on an elevator with Milton Berle and Bud Friedman.